If you're regular here on my channel, then you're going to know that I love the Meris LVX. What I'm going to do today is show you my 5 favourite presets. There's loads of videos going through all the presets. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to show you the ones that I have lent into, the ones that I enjoy the most, and I'm going to pull them apart a little bit and show you what makes them so good. Hopefully a bit of an insight into what makes the LVX so brilliant. Knowledge that could help you then inform your own presets and your own sounds that you get from the LVX. Let's go! Recording. We've got the Squire Jazz baritone. First preset that I love is the preset 80, which is Stefan from over on The Pedal Zone and Waves. And it sounds a little bit like this. Awesome. It will keep going if you don't stop it. So real choppy, lovely, creamy, buttery delay. We've got multi-tap delay, so you can hear a multi-tap delay. We've got swell on the dynamics, as you can hear. Pre and dry. Bit of drive. We've got a bit of drive in there on the preamp. That's in the feedback loop, so that's what's getting that sort of distorted, chewy delay, trem delay that comes out after. Turn that off. Totally different sounds. The drive is doing a hell of a lot of the legwork on that. And there is a ladder filter, and we have got ring mod on there. And what it's actually doing is, because it's a square wave, that is what's giving it that jagged, almost what I call sort of like a tremolo sound. Picking the frequency element, and then it's picking what element. It's going to shift that. So yeah, really, really cool. The ring mod has such a big influence on that sound from Stefan. Well, Stefan. My second favourite preset on here is number 74. I believe it's Nick Reinhardt. Again, I've talked about Nick before on this channel. If you don't know who Nick is and you're into anything pedal or gear related, then you're really missing out. Go and find him. And he has created this setting. No idea if that's meant to be pronounceable even. But it sounds a little bit like this. Sounds brilliant, but he used the poly delay, which is obviously from the Polymoon, Meris Polymoon. You just swell, so again it kills off that attack, and a bit like a volume pedal swelling into the sound. We have no preamp, no filter, but we do have polychroma on pitch. Turn it off, you'll see the difference. And then finally we have Cassette on modulate, which gives it all of that crinkly tape sort of goodness. We'll take that off. So again, that is adding a lot. Put it back on. It's giving us those sort of Gen Loss vibes. So yeah, a great preset from Nick. Okay, number 3 is Metro Doom. The LVX is advertised as a granular delay pedal, and it is, but it's got so much stuff in there, which I know I've said a million times before, and it was actually set in 63, which made me realise just how versatile this pedal is. Just take a listen to that. Is that the perfect distortion fuzz sound that I'd ever want? Probably not, but the reason I love this setting so much is because it actually opened my eyes up to just how much variation there is within this pedal and how much you can get out of it. So let's just take a look at what we've got going on in here. If we go back to the start, there's a very slight delay. Let's just hear what it's normally like. Yeah, so the delay is really faint in the background. So I tend to just pull that out, essentially. Pull the time all the way down. But yeah, how are we getting that sound? So we're using the drive setting. It's on the preamp drive, so it's hitting the front end of what you're playing in. And this setting's got no mids to it whatsoever. It's got 100% bass and 70% treble. So it's that sort of scooped mid sound. Now what you can do is change that around a little bit, so you can bring the bass down, the mids in, and you're going to get a different sound now. We've got a parametric filter on. Yeah, it's just a brilliant setting and something that most people will never ever assume is going to be in a box like the LVX, so that's why I love it. The 4th preset that I love on the LVX is the Cassette Pong. It's number 18, and it's a sort of deteriorating tape delay. Let's take a listen. See what's under the hood. So from a delay point of view, we've got again the poly delay. It's just on a magnetic type with a little bit of modulation, 13% modulation. So it's quite a dry delay. We're not covering it in dimension or crossfeed, which tends to mush it all up and give it that sort of more modulated reverb delay sort of sound. There's no dynamics. There is a volume pedal on the preamp. So let's just see what that's doing. And the secret sauce that is in this is in the modulate section. We've got the cassette modulation, which is giving it, as you can see, some static and crinkle. So really giving it that analog vibe. And the good thing about the modulation, the cassette on this setting, is that it's all going into the feedback loop. So you've got your dry signal that comes through, and then all of the gooiness is applied to the delayed tones, which I think is really, really cool. You get that clarity of your initial playing, then the delayed repeats have got all the lovely modulation. My 5th and final for this video favourite setting is the glitch grain, which is number 17, and it was the first setting that I played on here that really brought to life the ability for the granulized element of the modulation. Again, if you've been with me on the channel for a while, you'll know that I love the Hologram Electronics Microcosm pedal, and I was really intrigued in getting the LVX as to what that granulized setting could do and how similar or different it would be to the microcosm. If you're interested in seeing me compare those elements of the LVX to the microcosm, then comment below. But yeah, this setting just really brought to life the opportunities and potential that are in the LVX for similar sort of sounds. So if we go to the delay, we can see that actually we've got this delay reversed, which again is fantastic and a great functionality within the LVX. So you get the initial granulize and then you get a delay a little bit after that is reversed. So reverse digital delay, we've got no dynamics, no preamp, no filter. We've got micro tuning pitch, slight micro tuning octave below and above, and then granulize, which is a beast, and I'm pretty sure I'll feature that in further videos as time goes by. That's impacting the pre and dry. So if we did change that and we just put that in the feedback loop, it'd sound a little bit like this. So it opens up a world of opportunity. People that hear this sort of settings often think, well, how the heck do you fit that into actual music? How do you fit that into actual songs? Well, the preset is on pre and dry, so it's on everything. You don't need to have that. You can tame it a little bit by putting it in the feedback loop if that's the way you want to do it. Now, what I have done in the past on this setting also is change the delay to poly, the structure to poly, and then the type to BBD, and then just introduced some of the poly features, so a bit more modulation, a bit of dimension and crossfeed. And let's just hear what that sounds like. And we'll change the granulize to feedback loop. Really, really cool. And again, takes the foundation of the preset and just tweaks it to my particular preference. So there we go, the LVX, absolute beast. My 5 favourite presets. They're all favourites for different reasons, not necessarily even the way they sound, but more the way they open my ears and eyes up to what the LVX can do. I'm going to drop a link just here for some more LVX videos that I've posted up here on the channel. Is there anything else you'd want me to do videos on or comment on in future videos about LVX? Let me know in the comments below. And I talked about LVX in my last monthly newsletter. So if you're interested in receiving a monthly newsletter from myself, then again, go to the comments, click a couple of buttons and you're signed up. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for listening. Any other questions on anything at all, then yeah, let me know. Adios.